second.
Yeah, the crosshair keeps landing in the right place time and time again. But that was good from MIBR, right? The way that we were framing that was if a lot of damage was done, it would have put MIBR in a really rough spot late, right? Because think about this. Their loss bonus is bottom of the barrel. It just takes them losing one round without any cash left over in the reserves, and they will have to go for a force or a save, right? And most likely with a 1400 loss, you traditionally see the force. And if they don't win the force, well, that's the bad news Eagles up to 14. So that is going to stay as an ever-present threat until MIBR stretch their legs in the finance department.
No open yard from the CTs. They've once again put their trust and their faith in Jota. Did it once. Let's see if he can do it again. Full yard smoke set up. You can see 4 members of Eagles about to release utility at the same time. So this is where they have to make the move. They've got 15 seconds, 20 seconds to get everything you wanted out of the use of this util.
Are they missing a smoke here? Are they going to throw this one on the fly? There's a gap in their L block right now.
Yeah, they do on the fly, okay.
They might use this to pivot in towards main here.
Would be an interesting call. Loud rig on as he charges into Jota's warehouse. Oh, it's a hard clear. Bags are going to be turned here. Bags not turned. Ready to clear. Oh, they don't expect it. Look at this. A multi-kill round winning from Jota. And the bad news, Eagles, that might be another fist to desk moment because not only was it the double chat, it was the bomb. That is a very bitter pill to swallow. Flatro reminds us what he can do.
They still know he's in warehouse. The problem is the time right now. We're at 35 seconds. They have to take Jota out of the equation, get the bomb, or the round is basically done.
Synopsy's actually going to get this duel without Exit really messing him up. This has to happen now. Synopsy has to hit this first headshot and then they can move. Bang. Okay. 3v3 established, but that clock is their worst enemy. Never mind the 3 Brazilians. 15. Oh, agonizing for the T's. GXX just posts himself straight into Woody's line of fire. 10. Gross. Flatro, back turn. What can you say? The victims of Jota in the warehouse. And now you can see smiles and belief starting to creep into the MIBR camp.
Jota has been the most influential player, even though, well, before that round he didn't have the most kills. He still doesn't. He's at 17, just one behind total here. I just think the positions in which Jota was able to find himself on the T half contributed to the rounds that MIBR were able to pick up. And now on the CT side, the kills and the rotations that he's had have meant an awful lot for MIBR here. That one right there is massive. The fact that you can peer out from that position and know that you have 2 kills on a silver platter is huge.
They're going for a quick pop. Exit, playing anti, expecting the fight, but still gets flashed up. A treat, Rigon with 2, but look how many bodies have hit the deck. It was a complete whitewash. Left in a 1v3 with a full round to play out, and yeah, Woody happy to push out, draws the crosshair, Jello with the dunk, and we tie things up. They are ignited on fire. That means 5 sequential rounds, more than that now. It's 6. On the trot from MIBR. Grand total of the half lies at 8-1. You can see their setup.
Well, this right here is MIBR's first chance in this game to take the lead. Real opportunity for them now if they convert against this buy of the Eagles yet again. They took a partial, they tried to hit top, and they were stalled on out. Quite a mirror of these 2 halves here. Neither team really getting away with too much of a game plan. Difference maker is MIBR could rely on Jota to get that squeaky and vent control. Right now, there's nothing that it feels like the Eagles can replicate. There's nothing that even feels like a threat. Remember, within that first half, the Eagles are desperate to deal with this position, and Turtle's been mollied out. This is it. Synopsy doing his best Jota cosplay. Has made his way down the vent, but straight into the man himself.
More impact. More impact fragging.
Read like a book, right? His positioning right now at the start of these rounds has been fantastic. Really good stuff from Jota here.
Going yard, I'm in warehouse. Going vent, I'm in vent. What's next on the agenda for the Bad News Eagles? Your first gambit has been completely rumbled. I like the boost. Usually good to clear that stairs position, and Woody may find himself there, but at the moment is sending, and a boost as well.
Perfect.
So they can just park Cello ramp, worry about everything else as a unit.
Yeah, turtling up right now is perfect. GXX would have to hit a banger of a shot right now to clear out this Heaven player of Woody. Maybe it's Rigon's turn as he slips in towards main, creeping forward in the smoke. The top hit is impending right now.
Woody just committed to the site. So they're gambling correctly. Edge of the smoke. Rigon. Flash. Not going to succumb to the Woody. Oh, again he hits it. Oh man, close line. Turtle on the hut looking for trouble. One does get down the vent. It is the bomb on Sceneri, but if he's too lackadaisical about this, he's not going to be ready for Jota. Not ready for Jota. More impact as he denies the bomb plant. And it will be MIBR taking the lead for the first time this game.
Well, GXX has given away his position with that smoke. He's just going to try and hold on to this AWP, and I think they'll give it to him because what type of impact is he meant to find? They just turtle up MIBR, right? After they get this kill, they just play these passive angles, right? You saw there, and you mentioned Woody dropping in towards the site. Well, they still had Exit up on the top rope right there as the insurance policy in case anything did go wrong, right? This turtle up approach, and I'm not talking about the player of MIBR right here, right now, is perfect. There's just no way to get in. They're not giving the Angels over. They're not giving the chance to find those kills. They're forcing them to play with the utility, walk through their own smoke walls, try and get that space. And when they do in certain situations, they've fallen foul to maybe a one-way smoke that's been thrown or mismanaging angles of it, walking through, not clearing all their corners, not expecting players to lie in wait. They've just been walking into this wall of MIBR.
And this is the other side of that coin. Sure, whilst you're loud and while the rounds are flowing, you're just kind of driven by that momentum. But the opposite side of it is when you come into that second half and you start noticing the absence of that vocalization.
This is where it needs to get more free-flowy. This is where the Eagles kind of need to spread their wings and fly, as it were, because they need to operate with something that is a little bit more outside of the box, right? Drop the cross smoke towards red, but play in front of it and take a fight. Force MIBR to be out of position because they know how to react to your utility and your plays perfectly right now. If you keep doing it by the book, by what you've seen in the demos, MIBR are the ones who are handling that. This is where we need the Eagles' flair if they want to find themselves a T-sided round.
There's no absence of flair on this roster. So instead of the vents, using the wall of smoke to just park Synopsy safely and unannounced across.
Well, here's the flare.
Here's the flare. He's actually not going secret. He is taking a huge gamble. Not even concerned about the potential for Jota in that warehouse. Not there this time. Woody for the responsibility of ramp, but look at Synopsy crawl. Agent 47 behind enemy lines. Woody's advancing. If they connect this, this could ruin everything.
Pasha's not ready. I think he was spotted.
Yeah, he is. He's just going to be a free frag. Caught Moon walking out, and now they can do the same at that opening pick. But here comes Synopsy. You're not ready for that. Oh no! Completely fumbles. Woody does not react in time, but Cello will stop it before it does spiral. Now I might be able to get to play that game again.
Yeah, the turtle up. It begins again. Back in towards that shell. Jota towards lower with Cello. The two over towards the top side can lock things down as well as Turtle makes his way back up the vent. The squeaky's not even blown off here, Alex.
You heard it.
Oh!
No, the crosshair is bang on the noggin.
It's all on exit.
He's got three. Advancing into his position already. Handles GXX. It's Sceneri that keeps them in it. Bomb down, 2-on-2. Cello from the venture should have been spotted out. Oh no, Rincon Brave puts himself right in front of Cello. Will win the duel, and it puts Jota, Mr. Impact, into a very difficult clutch scenario. Up heaven silently. Sceneri and Rigon trying to bring something home for the Eagles. The first fight's given, and Sceneri will strike when necessary. Okay, 2 rounds found on this T side so far.
Wow, and that was space that Synopsy was able to get away with. I don't know if you're going to be able to replicate that. The fact that he was able to creep the entire way around there unaccounted for was huge. He didn't get the impact he was looking for. That's a couple of times we've seen Woody just get shot in the back, expecting his teammates to be able to cover him off. And this one right here, a decent attempt from Jota, right? It would have only taken a moment or two to swing on over if Sceneri didn't hit those shots, but trying to reignite themselves right now are the Eagles. 13-13 tied up again. Mac turns out, pace change.
Could be. Molly ignoring it completely, but with the HE combined, and look at the multi! Cello has taken 2 of the Eagles out of the sky in the opening 10 seconds. Again with this man advantage for MIBR.
Jota's already down towards lower here, and they have 2 smokes. If they want to smoke window and doors and allow that AWP to post up on single, with Squeaky being blown off, they will have to smoke over towards those doors. No way about it. Oh, chopping and changing positioning here. The virtue that the AWP is up the heavens. If he misses a shot, they can scale quickly.
He's got an extra smoke. Woody paranoid.
Very scary stuff for Woody here.
The smoke especially, like, you know that's going to keep him busy. Fakes the drop off, hoping to pull and lull that Hell player in, but there's no one there. It's 3-man wolf pack coming into Jota's domain. 2 smokes, they got the T's crossed, the I's dotted, bomb to be planted. Turtle starts to rotate as he hears more and more of those nades.
Big gap in this, and they broke the window for him.
Oh yeah, he can get pretty funky with it. GXX may not be anticipating a window maneuver. Turtle to come through single. You can see the responsibilities have been outlined. Another vent descent. Couple of steps. Doors open. Everything hanging on by a thread here. Timing crucial. Nice nade. Jota alive though, and now Turtle's coming out single. Jota's down from the windows. It's all onto Flatro. GXX strikes for the first. It's a 1-on-1. Fakes the bomb. He sees they're off it. Oh, shot! GXX has missed it, and Exit should have it. Okay, 14 is locked on in for MIBR, but a valiant attempt from Bad News Eagles. Again, these 3v4s coming down to the wire.
Yeah, look, they get the bomb down there, but they were set up, and the patience of MIBR in that retake, the fact that they're all happy to come on down the vents to join Jota in towards that lower site, it was well played from the Eagles to get themselves in. But this right here, you could see they knew that they were a bit more strapped for cash, tried to take some space. Cello gets 2. If you only got 1, maybe it wouldn't have been enough, because a 4-on-4 in this situation, that extra man could have been the difference maker. And that CT smoke that they limped on out, it meant the world for Exit. Able to isolate that fight, play over the top of it. It drew GXX in, otherwise he would have had a clear line of sight towards that bomb.
You saw the interview on HLTV, MIBR talking about what Cello brings and what his attitude brings when he's screaming his head off. Tends to ignite the passion in the whole team. Top of the scoreboard now.
GXX there just rubbing the eyes. Hopefully not too frustrated with how the previous went down, because they're not out of it just yet. 14-13 the score reads. Money fragile. Very fragile for MIBR here. Remember, they're on the knife's edge. That loss bonus, bottom of the barrel, it's going to mean absolutely the world for the Eagles. They could still run this one home in regulation if they pick this one up right here, right now.
So much at stake in a single round, and already we've lost 55 seconds.
And they're turtled up again, right? MIBR, they don't want to take the fight. Come to us.
It is just polar opposites of the defensive spectrum, isn't it? They're so light on.
Here,
so light on Util. A main smoke, is it going to be something as simple as that? On the fade, Turtle to be dynamic, swings out, Rigon's already underneath him, and oh wow, Woody's kept him safe, kept him sound, and it's Woody's double this time around. 3 from MIBR, it's Flatro trying to do it all, and it's Turtle that ducks on under, and they know what that implies. MIBR from down in the dumps of defeat, and now on the brink of victory. This was their map pick. The Eagles' defense managed to accrue the 11. Well, time for the 12th for MIBR.
Yeah, we were talking an 8-0 start out of the Bad News Eagles here. It was looking great. They were dictating the pace. They were taking the fights. They were getting in their face. But now they have been absolutely blank. They lack that constant presence of annoyance that Jota managed to do for MIBR in the first half. Spam on through. Lots of damage done. Jota, the man, the hero, chipped away out here. 55 points of health remain. But what's the way in? What door do they knock on? They're given so much space. We've seen Synopsy try and punish it in a couple of different variations. A yard lurk quickly around towards the heavens, try to make his way out. Squeaky drops into the vent and goes on down. They have the space. They're being given the space. It's not like they even have to take it here, as Jota has a little bit of a look, pokes his head up secret, and sees absolutely nothing towards the yard position right now.
Jota's been finding impact all over the shop. And this could be the headshot. AK VM4. Jota spotted out. And that's enough from him. Anticipating the reaction now. Woody. Rigon! Oh, what a headshot! He does pluck Woody out of hell. Like a bat out of hell, heading to heaven. Flatro, that's the bomb. Turtle does spin around already. The bodies are dropping for the Eagles. Getting plucked apart. Synopsy, all Scenarii gone, and that'll do nicely. They find their voices, they find that passion, the fire burning bright in their belly as MIBR take their map pick. What a recovery.
Yeah, getting absolutely fired up there, and can understand why. When they were down in the dumps when it was 8-0, it was looking bleak, but timeout after timeout from BIT, the coach, to try and get them a couple of rounds, right? 11-4, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good whatsoever, but 4 was enough. They put up the CT wall in that same fashion right there.